Hello, welcome back to this week's weekly vlog. Glad to see some of you are still here after last week's rant. And also interesting to hear you're also getting a bit fed up with the whole, keyboard warrior things going on in the cyber world right now. Anyway, we've moved on from that now. All is right in the world, I hope. Let's see when we get to the end of the week. So anyway, if you are new, welcome. Obviously my name is Dawn, this is the Dawn Today's channel, and you'll find a mixture of weekly vlogging, which is about my life living in the Netherlands, and once or twice a month a crafty podcast, which I usually film from my workshop at my local art centre. So for those of you that don't know, I'm at our boat. There's Lawrence. We don't bother with a cover on our boat. We used to have one, I don't even know where it is now, it's probably in the garage, but the fastenings were rubbish on it, and it was forever getting blown off. So Lawrence has got an electric pump. We have had loads of rain here, oops, something crawling on my foot. And we've just swung by, we're on the way to the garden centre. Lawrence is just going to quickly pump out the water, which is like a 2-minute job. We're not going to go out on it because even though it's gorgeous right now, it's so overcast. And sorry, there's something keeps crawling on my foot. It's really overcast, and it's like this sort of, you get these spot showers, so we're not bothering. Anyway, this is where we keep our boat. Many of you have seen it before. It's actually this stretch of land belongs to a house on the main road that way, and yeah, in effect it's Casey's called. It's his back garden, but yeah, it's huge. And he rents out mooring places for boats, so it's great. It's all, there's cameras and it's secure, and there's a little, we've got a where is it here, toilet here, and there's electric points, and yeah, it's great. This is our second boat. We've been keeping our boat here for about 6 or 7 years now. Anyway, so when Lawrence has pumped out that, we're going to go and pop to the garden centre. I didn't do a show and tell, actually. I went to the a homey kind of shop called the Quantum last week, and I didn't share all the things I bought. I think I showed a bit of fabric. Sorry, there's a plane in the distance because we live quite close to the airport, Amsterdam airport. But yeah, I bought some new plant pots for the garden, just plastic ones, and I've run out of compost, so we thought we'll go and have a mooch around the garden centre. Poor Lawrence has been on the go all day. It's Father's Day here, and I treated him to bacon and eggs this morning. Luckily I did, because he went for his second vaccination this morning, so he got up, gave him a nice breakfast, presents of the kids. Off he goes, gets his jab, and then we realised William's playing football, but in Haarlem, which is like the next city, no way of getting there, and still the parents can't go watch matches at the moment, so it's all single cars are filing off to games, which is really stupid. But anyway, so then Lawrence had to get in the car, and then the coach asked him if he'd be linesman, so he was really thrilled because he got to see the game. It's the first one in over a year he's seen, and they won 5-1, so yeah, he was really happy about that, but it meant he was out all day. So yeah, so I don't know if you fancy going to the garden centre, and he said no, we've got to go and pump the boat, so fine. So yeah, these really pretty lilies, not quite flowered yet, but yeah, they're gorgeous. They're going to be yellow ones. Anyway, I'll swing you around so you can have a little look at all the nice boats. Ours isn't so fancy, but some of them here are very fancy. And then yeah, we're going to have a mooch around the garden centre. Good morning from my very messy craft room. What have I been up to? I didn't film anything yesterday. Do you know, it's gone so miserable here. It seems a bit brighter today, although they did say the temperature was going to drop to 14 degrees. And bearing in mind, last week it reached up to 30, so that's a big drop in temperature. Yesterday, obviously working, busy. William's got test week. It's like the end of year, high school exams. And then I think next week we've got like an online parents appointment with his the head of his year, I think, and his mentor. We'll see. Yesterday he went to school for 2 hours, came back, so I think the same today. What did he have yesterday? Oh, he started off with English, which was really nice for him because obviously that's his, his native tongue, his mother tongue. Although both the boys are fully bilingual and fluent in Dutch, I should say. And I think he said he had wiskunde. Is wiskunde some kind of mathematics? I thought, geez, I can't remember. And then today, I think he's got Dutch, and I thought he said biology. I thought. I think I've mentioned this before, and William's, it's no secret, he's got dyslexia. So, I mean, I'm always happy with anything he manages to do, really. He's already got the odds, pretty much stacked high. So it's, yeah, pressure of tests on top of having dyslexia is always, it's a tricky time. But he's good. He's really, William's dead laid back, and we talk to him a lot, and try not to let him get overwhelmed with things. And they both the kids, they just have to do the best. It's as simple as that. And also they find their own path, don't they? Anyway, today, so as I said, William's out, Lawrence has got an appointment out. And I think Josh was getting ready to go to work. He was in work at 7:30 yesterday morning. Ooh, don't know why it's so busy. I can't think of a special occasion coming up, unless there's one of these international days that I've missed. I don't know. Can't see it being. Will it be for Pride? Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm speculating. So soon I'll have the house to myself. Got meetings today. Nothing else planned. Sunday, what did we do Sunday? Oh, after we come back from the garden centre, we barbecued, that was it. Lawrence barbecued. Oh, it was really good. We've bought these like ready-made burgers from the supermarket, but they're like they're not like the cheapy end, they're more like the high end, and oh my gosh, the difference in taste is delicious. Tomorrow's my short day. I haven't got anything planned, actually, strangely. That's the first time in ages I've not got something I need to do on a Wednesday. Although saying that, I've not checked my calendar yet. Thursday morning I'm at the physio. And I'm really happy to be going to see her because I think it's like over 3 weeks now and my shoulder is bothering me. It's not as bad as it was, but I've definitely missed not seeing her. I've been using the Voltaren gel and taking anti-inflammatory because it's been bothering me a lot. And I've had to cut back on everything, like knitting, crochet, all that crafty stuff. I've had to cut right back on it. I think we'll do veg cam this week. Trying to think what day. Those of you who commented, yes, I think those little sprouty things, they're beets. So I don't even know how big they might be under the ground, under the soil. So I'm gonna have to try and sort of carefully pluck a few out and transfer them to another pot, because the tall sprouty thing, it is the ginger, and I don't know how big it is underneath. So leaving that. I think my radishes are all ready to come out, but I've not got any plans to eat them. Any ideas what to do with radish? Anyone out there? Oh yeah, last week's vlog, So yeah, I really had to laugh at the comments about my ranting. Um, Seems many of you are also feeling the same way. So yeah, glad you're all still here. Do you know, and I'm not going to go on about it this week, but yeah, since then I witnessed even more craziness on the internet. Ugh. Um, Netflix. So we've not been watching hardly any sort of TV-esque kind of things. Lawrence has been, first he was watching the hockey European Championship, now he's watching football. So, you know, any sort of viewing time, I've just been watching YouTube. We've not really watched anything together, although we've picked up again because we watched the first two on Netflix, Sweet Tooth. Has anybody watched it? It's so nice. It reminds me of like a mixture between that movie I Am Legend with Will Smith, which frightens the life out of me. I've seen it once at the movies and I said I'll never watch it again. It was too scary for me. So it reminds me of a mixture of that and did you watch that? I think it was a British TV show, but they might have transported it to other countries. Zoo. It reminds me of like a mixture of them, but yeah, we're loving it. And the boy who plays Sweet Tooth plays such a good part. Anybody got any recommendations for nice things we can watch? I'm struggling at the moment. What else? This week. Oh, I think I forgot to mention. Actually, hold on, I'm going to get something. Okay, back. I was looking through, you know, because of the whole Brexit thing. Sorry, I'm croaky. The whole Brexit thing, and you know, non-EU countries. You know, there's a whole thing with paying like duty and tax and insurances on online shopping. It's like it's taxation of the digital economy. That's what's causing the issue. And so I was looking at so Amazon.nl, that's quite newish in Holland. The big one was bol.com, I think it is. That was like the Dutch Amazon type shopping. But anyway, Amazon are over here now. So not as good as Amazon in the UK, which is what I've used since it started. Anyway, so I was looking through one of them. I can't remember if it was Bol or Amazon. It was Amazon actually. I'm lying. I do. It was Amazon. And this I was looking at books because I thought I've not read for ages. I've got really out of the habit of reading, even though I've got quite a few books to read. I've just I don't know. I've just not been sort of into it. And then I thought, I wonder if I find like an old book that I really enjoyed. Anyway, I actually searched for this book and they had it. I had this book. It's like a young adult book. I had this book. Gosh, I was in my teens. I think I bought it from like a jumble sale or a school book sale or something. And the book was old then. And my mum read it, Estelle read it, and we're like huge fans of it. So if you didn't know, so I am from Manchester, but I grew up my whole life. I sort of straddled South Manchester and the Stockport area, so quite close ties to Cheshire as well. And you know, I'm very familiar with that whole sort of area, especially like around the Wilmslow, Alderley Edge, Nether Alderley, you know, that whole area. I'm very familiar with it. I spent a lot of time there as a child. You know, we always went on Sunday walks, always in those areas. You know, every Sunday when we were kids, we used to after Sunday lunch, we used to all family go out for a walk. Very familiar with it, and then also as an adult in later years, visited the drinking holes quite often in that area. Anyway, I digress. So this book, I ordered it for myself. Well, actually, Lawrence ordered it for me. I don't know if you've ever read it. It's just, if you like sort of mythical, magical things, not quite Harry Potter, but more, I'd say more like Lord of the Ringsy kind of books, but very much sort of wrapped up in legend around a real area. So this is the book. It's by Alan Garner and it's The Weird Stone of Brisingame. Oh my gosh, I love this book, and it's based all around like Alderley Edge, Nether Alderley, Cheshire. So a lot of the like the prefix starts off like Legend of Alderley. And do you know, I'm just absolutely thrilled to I've got a copy of it again. Oh, Estelle might even have the original book that I had, because she keeps things like that. But yeah, I mean, there was supposed to be a wizard and maybe something to do with, you know, King Arthur. There's a whole, the Legend of Alderley Edge is very famous anyway. So this is a book that's sort of intertwined with, you know, the legend, the wizard, that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you've never read this book, it's really, really nice. And yeah, Alan Garner's really nice. And the other writer, who ironically he's left like a little testimonial on the back cover, is Garth Nix as well. Also of a very, very similar genre. He wrote what they call the Aborson Lariol. There's a whole range of books. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased. I'm definitely gonna sit in my bed and read that some evenings. I mean, it's a kid's book, so it's super, super quick read. But anyway, oh, and the other thing, I need to get going. The other thing that arrived, I do a proper show and tell in the podcast. Finally got round to ordering myself a wool winder. I actually enjoy balling wool, but yeah, I need to get a bit more practical. I need to start sort of caking up my own skeins properly. So I've ordered one, a Knit Pro one. Not tried it out yet. Put it on my Instagram. Many of you said it was a good one, so fingers crossed on that. What else have I got? I think I've got a wool order arriving this week, and I've ordered some more miniatures for the dollhouse. I still need to do a doll's house tour. I must get onto that. Anyway, I shall catch you later. Just at the village. Oh, the zebra crossing. Today's my short day, and need to go to the drugstore, pick up a couple of things. So Lawrence is with me, just come for a walk. It's really overcast. It feels like rain. Sorry, this blowout, but there's no rain forecasted. So yeah, just come out, get a bit of fresh air. Said to Lawrence, I don't think I've left the house since Sunday. I mean, I've been in the garden, but like out. So it's quite busy as well. Anyway, we're gonna have a little mooch. Physio. Oh, so my fringes stuck out. I'm tired. I think I've got lines down me. So I'm doing a lot better. If you've been around for a while, you'll know that at one point I couldn't even move my neck. So I feel much, much better. But she said this tendon here was inflamed, and she said I'm showing signs that I've been doing this. And yeah, I do that when I'm engrossed in something, whether it's work or, you know, crafting. I tend to do. So I've got to make a mental note not to do that. So I've had dry needling today, and I'm seeing her again in 2 weeks. We were stretching it out to 3 to 4, but we were just going to do a 2-week gap to see how it goes. But I'm just making a coffee. I'm just going to sit down and just unwind a little bit, and then I'll go upstairs to work. But I got some happy mail. I thought I'd show them to you. So yet again, I ordered from Jade, who's Mr. Monocle's miniature. I couldn't help myself. If you remember, I was making those from Fimo, little like plates to make like a plate wall display in the little dollhouse. So, and she had this, and it wasn't expensive, but I just thought it was so gorgeous. And then I just put a little tiny blob of blue tack or like press stick and just stick it on the wall. So that's for the dining area, I think. And then I couldn't resist these. These are gorgeous. They don't come off, but they're like plate displays. So that's, I thought that was a Wagner, was it? Yeah. That's how they stand. And Beethoven. Thinking for the study, but anyway, I want to cram the dollhouse with like loads of these little curios and knick-knacky things. So, you know, when you're looking, you're really like, oh, where to look next. And then the other thing, the Happy Mail that arrived, I'll probably talk about it more in the podcast, but I thought I'll do a little show and tell. I've never used these before, but these are the Regia by Arne and Carlos design line, but they're called Pair Perfect. So you can make the perfect pair of socks. So, and look at the colourway. These are going to be Christmas cast on socks. And I think I'm going to try the two at a time, because there's two, it shows you the two starting points. One, you can start from the inside the ball, or one from outside. So I think they'll work perfectly for two at a time. So that's going to be my Christmas cast on, but I might cast them on with the Knitty Girls to do Christmas in July. So I might do that. Anyway, I'll update you in the podcast, because not everybody watching's into knitting and crafting. Right, kettle's boiled, going to make a coffee. Just going to wind down. I actually feel like I could do the sleep actually, but I won't do it. I'm tired. Yeah, Joshua's booked his flights. He's going to Montenegro in 3 or 4 days, I thought, for just over a month. He's got a PCR test booked, and well, he's arranged it all himself. I think I've mentioned this before. My friend Natasha, she's got like holiday apartments out there, and they've got family apartments, and so he's going with her son, who's one of his best friends, and a couple of other guys are going. So yeah, I mean, I mixed feelings, but obviously I can't stop him. I mean, he's going to be 19 this year. You know, I hope he'll be safe. He'll be outdoors the whole time, because the weather there at the moment is amazing, and I think it'll do him good. You know, just to be out, mingling with his mates. You know, swimming in the sea. They'll be doing a lot of activities. So it's not what happened last year, because he went last summer. I think the first week they just went crazy. They just drank and partied way too hard, and then after a week they'd sort of burnt themselves out, and then they collectively were like, okay, let's just knock it on the head. And they did a lot of things. They were like hiking, swimming, climbing, you know. So I think it's going to be good for him. So happy for that. Then after the summer, he starts his new college course. So it's good that he can just get out, have a good summer, be with his mates, live his best life, come back, knuckle down and start studying again. So that's the plan. Anyway, I have to catch up on loads of laundry. That's what I'll be doing this weekend. Right, now I'm going to make my coffee and sit down. I'll see you later. getting up for, well, not quite the day. It's almost lunchtime. I'm spending the afternoon here, sorry. See what else I need. I need a face mask because I'm dying today. Yarn, not physically dying. I'm dying yarn today. I think you would have seen some footage. Hold on, I'm just going to rustle and I'm knocking you around. Hold on. Just need to unpack my bag. Hopefully you would have seen some footage from yesterday. Lawrence and I took a really quick trip to Amsterdam. Not quite central, but yeah, quite into the centre, which I will never drive because it's scary as hell. Because I'm after a new bike. So I have got a bike. I've biked here to the art centre. Sorry, there's some ladders outside my workshop. Never seen them before. I biked here to the workshop. It's only like a 5-minute cycle. The bike I've got is like my original bike when I first moved to Holland. It's all rusty, you know, it's a bit knackered. It works, it's fine. But I had a really nice super duper fancy bike. And I think about 3 years ago, it was outside the house in the garden, which is dead normal where we live. Everybody leaves their bikes in the front garden. And somebody stole it. It was nicked. So I said, well, I'll just use my old bike. There's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, 3 years later, it's getting a bit rickety. And if I took it in for like a full service, you're talking about €100, you know, for a really good service on it. I can get a second-hand bike for about 100, which is in far better nick than I've got. So anyway, the reason we went to Amsterdam is I'm looking for what the Dutch call a moederfiets, which is moeder is mother, fiets is bike, so mother bike, or also called a low stepper. So imagine like the bike frame, it does like this. You've got your wheels here and it does this. The low steppers do like this. So it's literally this far, so you can literally just step into it. You don't have to cock your leg over and climb onto the bike. And that's one after a low stepper. And I've seen a really, really nice new one at the local bike shop. But yeah, for the 7-gear one, which is, I've got a 7-gear bike now, it's like €700. And I said to Lawrence, I'm not paying that. Because he was like, yeah, well, you know, it's your birthday and blah, blah. So I'm not paying that. We don't have a shed. The garage isn't even attached to the house. It's going to sit in the garden, you know, for half the year because I don't cycle anywhere in the winter. And it'll just get rusty. So I just can't justify it. Anyway, long story short, we went to Amsterdam because there was a bike shop. That it's like a second-hand bike shop, so you get guarantees and it's serviced and, you know, all the rest of it. You get a 2-month warranty on it as well. And he had this low stepper and it looked in really good condition, and I think he was asking €120 for it, which is like a bargain. I mean, it even had a basket on the front and, you know, it was just looked really, really good. Anyway, he said to Lawrence finally said, listen, we're going to come now. Have you still got it in the shop? Because he'd advertised it online. He said, yeah, it's here. He said, I think it might be a bit big though, because it's a 28-inch frame. No, not 20. Is it? No, 28 wheels with a 94-centimetre frame. And he said it might be a bit big, you know, like big as in height. He said, but I'm not sure. So Lawrence said, well, we'll just take a drive anyway. Anyway, got that. I said, I'm not even attempting to sit on that. The seat was like this high, but the instep was amazing. And I left there, I was so sad because it was such a nice bike. Anyway, he said he's expecting another delivery of 30 bikes. So we have to call not this Monday coming, the Monday after. And he thinks he might have some low steppers in there. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Hopefully you saw some footage of Amsterdam in the bit of sunshine. I said to Lawrence, now the boys are not really interested in going anywhere with us. We don't have to cater for them, because every time we went out somewhere, we'd have to cater for the kids. If you've got older kids, you'll know what I mean, or younger kids even. But now they don't want to go anywhere with us. And I said to Lawrence, we should start going into Amsterdam more. You know, now lockdown's easing, at least enjoy the summer a bit. Because it's a cracking city, you know, if you've never been before, it's really nice. The architecture's amazing, just a good vibe, you know. And the shopping's really nice, and it's a bit expensive, like for Brits especially, it's quite expensive here. But you know, I said, we've got all this on our doorstep, we should start going into Amsterdam more regularly, and also on the boat, which we want to do. And he said, yeah, I prefer Stockholm, because he lived in Stockholm as well. And I was like, well, you don't live in Stockholm, do you? Anyway. Then he agreed with me because he saw I was getting mad. So honestly, men. Right. I've got my yarn soaking. I think today I'm going to, I've got a colourway in my mind, and I think it's going to be like Christmas in July themed. I'm going to test the market with my Dutch shoppers and see if they're interested in yeah, small batch dyeing. That's what I'm going to focus on. So I've put 6 skeins into soak. I might just do 3 of this colourway, I'm thinking, and 3 of something else. I've also been toying with the idea. I'll see if I've got time, because I over dye like a lot, so that's a lengthy process. I've got to leave it to soak. I've got it in, I think I might soak it for about 40 minutes, you know, just to give it a really good soak, and then I keep sort of squishing it down. And yeah, once it's soaked, I've got my little oven on the go, my little oven top, and then sorry, I'm just mentally thinking which way around I'm going to do it. Anyway, all will be revealed. I'll show you either later or definitely in the podcast if I have like a huge hit or a big disaster. Either way, I'll show you. Wish me luck. Just on the way to pick Josh up from work. Gosh, it's really started raining. Don't know where Lawrence is. He was supposed to pick Josh up, but then he took Jack out for a walk and didn't bother taking his phone with him. I don't know. I am so tired. I think I left the workshop about 5ish, I thought. But it was good. I dyed 6 skeins. I don't know if I'll show them on the podcast, because I might just pop them in the shop this week and just have done with it. What I'll do, when they're dried, I'll try and remember to film them tomorrow to show you what I did. I'm quite pleased with them. I mean, obviously I can't do like huge big batch dyeing, because, you know, I just don't have the facilities to do it, but it's fun. I'm enjoying doing it. Tonight it's takeaway night. You heard that rain? Wow. At least the plants will get a water. Tonight is takeaway night. I think the boys wanted pizza, and I think we'll get Indian. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm that tired. Oh man. And then no plans for tomorrow. I think I'm going to have a lazy morning. That's what I'm going to do. And then Sunday we're going to Linda and Ronald's for dinner, and Joshua goes to Montenegro. I think I've told you that already. I can't remember. Anyway, the traffic is quite a lot. So hopefully I don't get caught in anything picking Joshua up. Just upstairs editing the vlog, so I thought I'd just pop on and say goodbye. You would have just seen a clip of the yarn. I dyed 3 different colourways, still drying. I did one, I think I've shown you actually. I was planning to call it watermelon, and it reminds me very much of a watermelon. And I've dyed another one that I think I'm going to call it Victorian Christmas. And then I've got another one which is really like very pale lilac, lavenders, greys, silvers, cream. I'm not sure what to call that. I might call that like winter snowdrop or something. I'll have a think. But anyway, when they've dried, I'll put them back into the skein, put labels on them. So I do have some ball band labels, and I'll pop them in the Etsy. So you probably won't see them in the podcast, but I will definitely either take pictures or film a little bit. Quite pleased with them. I wanted to do more some more like citrusy fruity colours, but I ran out of my fixing agent, so I've ordered some more of that. I think tomorrow, no, Monday will arrive. Today's Saturday, not tomorrow. Joshua's been for his PCR test this morning. He'll get the results today, obviously, and then I'm not sure what time he's flying. It's Monday he leaves. We're still figuring out logistics about who's dropping them and who's picking them up. I think flying there, just him and his friend Lars are. They're all sort of going in dribs and drabs kind of thing. And then I'm not sure if Natasha's mum or a neighbour, somebody's picking them up from the airport. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted on how that goes. Today, well, after I've finished uploading the vlog, we're going to go shopping. I'm not sure. Lawrence said he needed to go to Halfords for something. Yes, we do have Halfords in the Netherlands. I don't know what for. I need to buy some secateurs because even though I've been to the garden centre, I don't know how many times in recent weeks, every time I go I keep forgetting to buy some, and I had a really, really nice pair that I looked after really well, and they were quite pricey ones. Lawrence thinks last time he gave the front garden a really good, going over, he thinks he dropped the secateurs in the green bin, which has long since been emptied. So I need to buy a new set of secateurs because with all this rain, the garden's just gone crazy. So I need to do a load of weeding and also some like pruning. And because we've got trees nearby, we've got like all these little tree saplings have started sprouting up, so which you can never dig them things out, the roots. So normally I just chop them down at ground level, and usually something will see them off. Anyway, what else? Nothing else planned. I think I already said we're going to Linda Ronald's on Sunday for dinner, just the four of us. So yeah, I think at this point I'm just going to wrap up this week's vlog, and if you are new, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. There'll be a podcast coming at some point. I just need to get my act together. I've been a bit slow on the crafting front because my shoulder's been bothering me, and actually I had the dry needling here on Thursday and it's still so sore. So I can only sort of do things in little dribs and drabs, which is mainly why I decided to do yarn dyeing yesterday, because at least it's not like these little small repetitive motions that I'm doing. But yeah, I really want to get some whips finished. If you're not crafty, you won't know what a whip is. If you are crafty, you'll know it works in progress. Because yeah, I want to cast on some new things. I want to do some if you watch the podcast, you'll know I had this Regia watermelon, like a self-patterning sock yarn, which I absolutely love, and I can't wait to get knitting socks with them. So I want to do them. I'm just finishing the Skoo Shocks that I test knitted, can't get my words out, for Amanda from Crafting with Shutterstock. No, Shutterstock, Shutter Monkey. Sorry, Shutterstock is a company where you get free images from. No, paid for images from. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm actually getting hungry. It's lunchtime here. I was up quite early, on and off. I think I woke up about 6 and then 7 and then I got up about 8. Yeah, and then I want to do this two socks at a time thing, which I'm going to use the Regia pear perfect that I showed you earlier this week. So anyway, lots of things I want to cast on. I want to make all the things. Don't we all, as crafty people? There's never enough time in the day to do our crafting. So I am going to go now. I'm going to stop waffling. Hope you're all well and safe. Don't forget, if you want to say hi in the comments below, let me know how you're doing. And if you are new, how did you find the channel? That's always interesting to hear. Okay, take care of yourself. I will see you in the next vlog or podcast, whatever comes next. Bye.